Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to Women Who Rock with Success, which is an award-winning show for professional women. We profile a collective of amazing women who are thriving to build their brand. Women are handpicked in various fields who can provide credible information to build your business and lifestyle. We are live each Thursday at 9 a.m. Central Time, followed by our latest brand, Women Who Rock Investigates. To learn more about us, go to our website at www.womenwhorockwithsuccess.com. Now, let's join our podcast host in the studio, Mrs. Diane Winbush.
And good morning, and welcome to Women Who Rock with Success. And so thank you for tuning in with us today. And so today we will be talking about digital branding, digital media designing. And so today, to be able to help us to learn a little bit more about that and about what he does for his customers and clients, welcome to the show, Mr. Carlos Lostres. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. Thank you very much. Can you guys hear me properly?
Great. So we're going to get started. Tell us a little bit about you and how you got started and what compelled you to start designing marketing as a tool for branding.
Yeah, sure. So a bit of introduction about myself. I'm originally from Costa Rica, but I ended up in China like 6 years ago because of a job opportunity. And I started as a software developer. That was my first major. But with time, I started to find there is a gap between the software and the design, right? So the first step I took was to transform that gap into a set of tools and let's say steps to make things with a better user experience. And then that led me to the world of digital branding, because then it's important to recognize where it's coming from and who is developing behind and all this stuff for a company, a startup, or any type of brand, right? But when I say digital branding, I mean it's like the management technique that uses a combination of internet branding and digital marketing, right? To develop the image of, as I said, of a company or a startup.
Great. Okay. So with everything that individuals are trying to create with innovations, new technologies, new dimensions of digital media, so your mission is that you are to changing the world through creative thinking, innovative marketing, and excessive design. So tell us a little bit about your mission.
Yeah, so when I say change the world, it's because when I started my journey here in Asia, I found out that there is a totally different set of ways of doing things. And what I try to do is combine like the best practices of Western with the best practices of Eastern, and then help everybody, right? Like getting the best of both worlds. Another thing that I love about China is that it takes me out of my comfort zone every day, right? And with terms of language, culture, and so on, which makes me a great professional and allows me to have a very fresh perspective. With that, what I'm trying to do is give that perspective to my customers so they can see like everything from new angles, new ideas, and so on. So that's basically how my mission is being accomplished right now.
Okay, great. That's wonderful. So we're going to talk about some of your services that you offer for your clients. So, the first thing that you have is road mapping. So the first thing that we may think that road mapping is like, we're traveling or what have you, or perhaps maybe like a constructive brainstorming. So tell us a little bit about that type of service that you offer for your clients.
Yeah, of course. So on purpose, I put it that name because it's a good abstraction of it. When you plan a trip and then you get this roadmap, you're planning, the places you're going to go, you plan your budget, the time you're going to spend, and if you leave some room for any adventure and so on. So making your brand or starting a company and so on is the same. You got to plan where you want to go, what you want to achieve, and where you want to stop and have a break. So it's the same as I explained to the customers. It's the same as like a travel itinerary. in which you're going to say, okay, we're going to accomplish this in this time, and we need to see this result. There's always a problem with companies starting because they have like a lot of passion and energy, but there's not a vision. And it's just like going to another country and say, yeah, I'm going to explore it. But if you don't have a clear idea where you're going, it's hard to get there, right? You're going to feel lost, and then you're going to lose a lot of energy.
Absolutely. So now, so how do you combine the Western and Eastern methodologies and your experience, to that? So, of course, you know that technology is somewhat different from China in some ways, and branding and what have you, but we are still able to incorporate them with other countries within the United States. So tell us a little bit about that, how that may be a little bit different from that, even in regards to Costa Rica, from where you come from.
Yeah. So, for example, in U.S. and in Costa Rica, when people develop this type of startups, they like to plan a lot, right? And they have like all these ideas and all these things that they want to do, but they lack a little bit of execution because in their minds, what they want to build is like something perfect. While in Asia, especially in China, because there's so much competition, they just focus and release something and throw it out there and see how the users react. So what I try to do is grab that energy of execution and put it in the Western, so we get use of that energy. Otherwise, it's just like, no, we need to build this perfect. What I try to do with the clients is let's build something that is not perfect, but that people can use it, and then let's see how can we improve it, and then we examine the feedback of the users and we go out from there. Because what happens is after 6 months of planning and trying to come up with something perfect, they find out the users don't like it. The users don't like it, and then it's a waste of time and money, right? So better sharp the axe enough so when it's time to cut the tree, it goes down easily.
Okay, great. So another service that you offer for your clients, we're going to talk about product camp, and I guess you kind of touched on that a little bit just a second ago when it comes down to building your dream product, because a lot of times individuals do not know how to build. So how important is it for them to have a brand strategist or marketing strategist such as yourself to be able to help them to be able to be steered in the right direction? I think it is very, very important. A lot of times we think it's coming from Facebook or advertisements or marketing on Facebook. Those are good opportunities, as well as LinkedIn and Twitter, what they have to offer, but just having your own detailed marketing strategist can also provide a little bit more, of a one-on-one consultation. So tell us a little bit about that, how you offer that as a product camp for your clients.
Yes, of course. So when the clients already have something, as you said, and they have been working, but they want to improve, then it's the right time to sit down and say, okay, how your customers are thinking right now. Part of the marketing strategy is to examine what the people are looking, the queries, and how they find information, right? What we want to accomplish is that whatever your ideal customer is looking for, they are going to see you, and they are going to relate you with the brand, and that brand will generate some trust. Because let's say if you sell cars, but if you go to your Facebook and the branding and the image is different from your website and then from your Twitter, and I don't see, for example, the same cars, I feel I cannot trust. I feel like maybe you're going to cheat me or you're out of date, right? But if I search for specific topics or things like how can I fix my car by myself, and I see that you provide the right help and that your social media looks according to your website and it's like a very special and unique brand, for sure I will go right away and I will say, okay, these guys are already helping me. They are providing information. Therefore, I know they're good at it. They are professional and I can trust them.
Absolutely, because when you have your own marketing strategist, as I've tried to help other business professionals to understand, that removes all of the other hustle and bustle out of the way of trying to market on social media platforms, which may get a pitch and which may not. But that is very, very important. So now when it comes to waiting on the return of investments. A lot of times when we are doing marketing, we're branding our business. Sometimes professionals will be, impatient. So kind of explain a little bit about that as to how important it is for the entrepreneur or the client to be patient, to be able to wait on a good return on investment.
Yes, of course. So especially with marketing, it takes a bit of time because you got to build a good base and you got to study properly. But as I said, what the user is searching and how they search. So as I always said with this type of question, it's like even if you put 9 pregnant girls, the baby won't come out in 1 month, right? Just some things need time, right? So you need some time for that. You need a good time for marketing. But good things never come so fast. That's also what I said. And it will be worth it because after, for example, a product camp or a program service, like after 3 months, they will start to see how they recover because of the sales, the investment they made. So a lot of people will promise things in like 2 or 3 weeks, but that doesn't work. You want to build something that is going to last, and after it's being built, then it's going to keep generating more sales. So for sure, those type of services, as I said, it's just the same example as the baby.
Okay, great. So here is the opportunity where you can be able to allow the audience to be able to connect with your brand and what you do and what you have to offer. You can be able to share your website, how they can be able to follow you on any social media platforms that you may want to offer, or any books that you have published in the field of marketing and branding. You can be able to do that this time to be able to share it with the audience.
Wonderful. Yeah, so everybody can visit my website. It's lastrescarlos.com, or you just can go to Google and put my name, Carlos Lastres, or Carlos Design, Carlos Development, and then you will find me. Same for social media. The most popular that I have is LinkedIn. You can search me as Creative Director Carlos, or just put Carlos Lastres, and you will find it. On my website, you will have access to my portfolio, several projects, and the rest of the social media.
Okay, great. Carlos, we thank you so much for taking the opportunity to be able to share these tools and resources with us, also your branding and marketing strategy that you have for customers and clients. And we thank you for taking the opportunity to be with us today on this show. So everyone, to go to the website at womenwhorockwithsuccessmedia.com for all of our upcoming shows and events. So take care, Carlos, and thank you so much, okay?
Thanks for your time. Bye-bye.
Okay.